problem early, and you have Dawnbreaker with Aghanims, a great heal, and you have Dragon Knight. You might have the shard on the snapper. There's a lot of like control and a bit of saves and heals going on there. I think later on, killing the 3 strength core is going to be hard for an anti-mage. I like eSpoiled draft way more than TeamTea.
I think you're right. I think eSpoiled draft is amazing. The only thing that I'm afraid of for them is their lanes, but even their lanes can be quite strong, right? DK in the mid lane, solid. Dawnbreaker, stab. Yeah, I'm not afraid for anything. I think they've in every part of the draft they should be ahead. So why did TeamTea go for these heroes, and what are they gunning for, right? What are we maybe not seeing or not taking into account that this lineup can actually do?
I'm a little surprised as well. Like maybe they think the anti-mage can gonna pick Medusa into anti-mage. They do have a solid run at you draft that can bring down buildings, right? Pugna, Sand King, Marcy. That is pretty strong, along with the Hoodwink. But if that snowball ever stops, eSpoiled instantly wins the game, in my opinion. It's like TeamTea cannot make a mistake, whereas eSpoiled they're like, yeah, we can go late, we're fine if we get crushed early.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I never want to fall so far behind the anti-mage because then he split pushes me to death.
True.
But I do think that you're right that eSpoiled do have the advantage here.
Snowy. Oh, dispose. Snowy might be dead.
He does look like he's gone. Yep.
That is the exact thing that you kind of don't want to happen if you're eSpoiled by giving them a first blood, at least on Desire, not Cloud. But even then, a Hoodwink early on with some items can do some damage.
Well, that's a nice way to start it off. So Desire getting himself a first blood. We'll see how he uses that. Maybe just buys a full wand. They also get the ward down, or actually that's eSpoiled getting the ward down. So I guess something for them.
I think that's TeamTea that also got the D ward, right? Wark took it out.
Oh, just Soneko got the money. Yeah, you're right.
So 2 for 2 in terms of bounty runes, though. Mid lane is going to be the Sand King versus the Dragon Knight. Generally, I feel like the Dragon Knight should have an okay time, but we do have this new Sand Blast miss that can be very annoying for players to play against. But I think I favor the Dragon Knight still.
Okay. Last hits denies should be on our screen.
Our
lovely observer is gonna put it on.
There you go.
There it is.
I'm looking forward because to Quinn. He said he's gonna make a video where he discusses very in-depth stuff in Dota 2. So hopefully he'll be able to discuss some of the matchups in the mid lane, like what to look for, why we think one's better than the other. Because I don't think either of us are mid lane players, actually.
What do you mean, man? I used to play mid lane my whole life before I turned to support.
Oh, before you saw the light, you mean?
No. So this is how it happened. When I decided to try to start play Dota professionally, I was playing mid, and there was a tournament in which a team that was solid needed a position 5. So I was like, yeah, I can play a 5, like whatever. And after that, like we played together for quite some time. I saw that their mid laner was better than me, right? And then I couldn't compete, at least not in the laning stage with him. So then I just stayed as a support and developed it that way.
Nice. But you were a filthy mid at one point. Okay.
Yep. And I actually laned versus some pretty solid mid laners back in the day. I had really high party MMR, so.
And that was when we talk about the roaming support meta as well. Bounty runes used to give you EXP as well. So when you roam around, you pick up the bounty runes. It's okay if you're not getting.
I don't think there were bounty runes back then. Not gonna lie.
10 years ago, I feel like there were.
What?
We'll see where it was. Yeah, I'm sure we had bounty runes 10 years ago.
I don't know, man. I'm not 100% certain.
2000, yeah. Meanwhile, in this game, though, so far, eSpoiled seems to be coming out slightly ahead in terms of the laning phase right now. Particularly in the mid lane, though, where difference is kind of destroying Warwick.
Yeah, let me see. How is that? Where's the sentry? Whose sentry is that? It is Soneko sentry, and difference is sentry has survived, and Warwick's hasn't. So difference is definitely gonna be doing well now.
And as the levels roll in as well, you do get that Dragon Blood getting a little bit better. I kind of miss the old Dragon Blood skill, because the innate is nice, but you don't really feel like you're getting that much value out of it too early.
I mean, you know, the Dragon Blood level 1 was kind of crap.
Well,
Only
it
from
was
level
like,
2 was it decent. Yeah, man, level 1
yeah,
was pretty bad.
yeah, but you put level 2 levels in it, you get like 6 health, 6 armor. Now,
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
meanwhile, mid lane,
Well, they're going for difference, and Desire misses on his spell there. He's gonna get... Oh, the clap is off the mark. If that clap had connected, we might be seeing a dead Hoodwink Warrior. Gonna get stunned up. He's gonna have a Burrow Strike in 3 seconds. And it does look like he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble with a cookie forward. They want him dead. Bushwhack will be perfect from Desire. You're running into so many trees, so they made it easy for him.
yeah, but that's still time. He's not getting CS. He's forced to use the salve as well. So it's not the best thing in the world. And Desire, he is going to go back to base to heal. So overall, no one dies, but he's spoiled. Look at that, 10 denies on difference.
That's quite a lot.
Is he gonna make sure you don't miss any of these, buddy? There you go, gets all 3.
Yeah, he really needs to be careful. But you know, the main thing about the Sand King is farming in the jungle later on. So not getting CS right now is okay. They're gonna be going on to waste, and a couple of hits from Shigetsu will do the trick to be exact. So quite big for the anti-mage. He's farming relatively well in this lane, and he gets a kill. So that's a pretty decent start.
The only problem is that in terms of matchup, anti-mage versus Sven is really rough. You know, Sven usually God Strength blinks in, so even if you burn his mana, he's already used his most important spell.
Difference is dying in the mid lane. He will survive. And the TP from Waste, we don't see rotations from a Dawnbreaker that much early on, but he was the only one available to save Difference's life. I've seen Saberlight do this a lot with the Dawnbreaker, actually TPing before his level 6 and fighting.
It's nice for... That's actually a good point for eSpoiled, that their offlaner was willing to do that. You know, it shows that, yeah, this is my teammate, I'm not gonna let him fall for no reason. They'll, of course, be like, I just gotta go back to my lane, I don't care about anyone else. So even though, like, he saves his life, that's a huge positive in the way eSpoiled's dynamics work. Also, if Saberlight TP's mid, that means we have to report Saberlight, right?
There's no Saberlight in this game.
I know, you were saying that that's something Saberlight does.
Yeah, it is.
Dawnbreaker.
Yep.
Oh, Getsu unable to get that creep, but does burn a lot of Waste's mana.
That's the idea. Get him low on mana, and then he's gonna be in trouble. He does have a Soul Ring and 2 mangoes, so that helps.
I miss the old days when Anti-Mage was a shitty laner. Those were good. Now it's like, it feels like he's way too strong in the laning phase, always burning your mana. As a position 4, you really despise that. Top lane, Marcy? Next out.
It depends versus whom. There were still lanes that the anti-mage suffered in, but or there are still lanes that he suffers in, but it's just that those heroes that he suffers to in lane aren't popular right now. Definitely. So I think that's the main thing.
The 2 biggest victims of the lane has been Waste and Warwick, but check it out. Waste might not be able to get this, the Wisdom Shrine. They're gone.
Well, meanwhile, there's gonna be a fight. Nice bushwhack, so the cookie won't be doing anything. Rebound forward. They're gonna go for Aztecor. He's healing quite a lot. There's a lot of whiffs onto him, and neutral creep does finish off Morales, so he will now have to walk to the lane. Go for the famous Cersei Lannister, as they call it, the Walk of Shame, as Soneko does finish off Aztecor.
Damn! 2 kills. All right, one of them was 2 creeps, to be fair. And both Wisdom Shrines is massive. Look at the levels on the snap. Just 4. Enchantress 3 to the, 4.5 on... Pokemon's almost 6, by the way. Pokemon is nearly level 6.
Yep, Soneko's having a good time. He does to be pretty greedy on his support, so I'm liking this. You definitely want somebody to be opening up the towers because your cores don't do it well, so it's going to be his job.
And TeamTea's, a lot of their plan this game is going to rely on Soneko being able to push towers, like you mentioned. It's Marcy, Warwick, as well as Soneko. I feel like these are the 3 key players for the next, let's say, 15 minutes or so for TeamTea. As Snowy, just farming away. Classic Sven.
Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, Blink BKB. That's the build. Pretty much.
1 point in stun for the laning phase, but that's about it.
I've seen 2 points in stun for
I
the
have
for the
too.
Sven. It's really a big increasing damage. Most of
It
it.
is, but also delays that that 1 point in Warcry or Great Cleave by a level, and that I don't know if you feel it that much, but I think a lot of the cores will be like, yeah, it does slow your farm quite a bit.
Warwick
Looking at
farming
also,
the ancients. Those he did get a couple of stacks. We'll get rid of them quite quickly. Meanwhile, the game is quite slow though. Only 3 kills, 9 minutes in. However, eSpoiled don't have a single one. Man, this reminds me of the first game of the previous series where up
yes,
until minute 16, TeamTea didn't give a single kill.
it was like 10-0 at one point. It's kind of crazy. But what are they thinking about going? I'd love to see a Mage Slayer from the Dragon Knight after the Blink. Because again, most of the damage coming out from TT is going to be, spell magic damage, especially from the Sand King. So a Mage Slayer would be huge for them.
I think he's gonna go that way probably.
Probably. As they're thinking of pushing top here. Cloud has that Helm of the Dominator. Had in the previous game with the Centaur, has it in this game as well. And getting the nerfed Dark Troll Summoner.
Yeah,
Nerfed.
very hard hero to very hard creep to push the towers with. It only takes you 3 seconds. It used to take you 2.95
But
to
that was
push
a
the tower.
nerf. You know? The
Yeah.
extra 0.05 seconds, it adds up.
Well, the mid lane tower has fallen. DK doing his job. However, the top tower has fallen as well. So they're doing their job as well. Anti-Mage, he did finish off his Helm of the Dom, and he is sporting a Dark Troll Summoner as well.
Yeah. I've seen this in a game. I forgot which one. I think it was in Blast for the qualifiers for Southeast Asia, where one team had 4 Helm of the Dominators and an Enchantress, and they just won the game by dominating creeps and sending them to push lanes. That was all they did. They didn't do anything special. They didn't have like this amazing team fight or whatever. They just won by doing that. It was insane to watch. Very boring, to be honest with you.
But Anti-Mage did take down the bottom tower. Now he probably does want to get a new creep with the Helm of the Dom. He just allowed his previous one to die.
I'm surprised. I like what TeamTea is doing with their aggression. They know their supports are ready to fight. The enemy supports are low level, so they're like, all right, we're just gonna go. Oh, he has a shield ruin. It's gone.
Yeah, but this is still not a hero that you want to be going on.
Oh, look at that. They're bringing the anti-mage mid lane with this Helm of the Dominator. This is a much faster TeamTea draft than I expected.
Yeah, they're bringing Shigetsu to fight. Makes sense. You don't have your Battle Fury. You want to go forward, rebound, and there's the Burrow Strike. Goodbye. Desire will be able to take him out. These supports of eSpoiled are so under-leveled that they can't do anything.
That was a huge factor, right? We were saying, like, we kind of like the Enchanter Snap, but then they don't get any of the Wisdom Shrines. Both of them go to the other side, and look at how farmed they are on the Pugna as well as on Desire. And for eSpoiled, they might fight now that they have a Blink Dagger on the Dragon Knight. They have the Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian. Maybe they'll feel like now's a good time to begin.
Well, they have to, right? You have to go for smokes right now. It's daytime. You have 3 more minutes to be able to make something happen. You've got the Dawnbreaker ulti. Your supports don't do a lot of damage just yet, but there it is. The Mortimer's Kisses are now finally available, so it is going to be the DK and the Snapfire going for a move. This has to work out. If you don't get a kill now, it's going to be a disaster, but I don't see how a hero survives on the side of TeamTea.
So yeah, maybe if they jump on Cloud, he gets the heal off. I don't know. Although
They
Cloud
killed
looks like he's
Saneko.
dead. Oh, sorry, Saneko, yeah. He's? There you go.
Still took them a long time to get on the board there on eSpoiled. It's not as bad as it was for Inner Circle in the previous series. But look at that, they're targeting Waste. I think he knows that something is up because not a lot of heroes are showing on the map. The Sand King will show. Maybe that's gonna give him a false sense of security on Waste. Nope, he's not crazy.
He's like, there's something going on. And plus, you can see the creep there, the Wild Wing. He's like, maybe something's going on. He's actually stacking Ancients using the Celestial Hammer, which is very cool. By the way, what do you think of this?
About what?
The Dawnbreaker skin. Do you like it? I feel like it's a little too...
That is called a set in Dota, just
fine.
so you know.
Okay. What do you think of the Dawnbreaker set?
I don't have an opinion. It's okay.
I feel like... I don't know. I don't like it. And I like the Dawnbreaker when she's like this angel sun sort of hero, and now she's some sort of gray deathish kind. I don't like it at all. And you know how Valve likes to stick to the theme of the hero, right?
No.
No, yeah.
Well, they do want to steal the second Wisdom Shrine as well here. TeamTea are in a good position to do so. They've got the Blink on the Sand King. Let's see if he's gonna be going for
They
it.
just
eSpoiled, they're a little bit scared to go. Warwick,
don't have much time.
he's all alone. Yeah, you bail, you bail.
I'm glad, luckily for eSpoiled, that they're able to keep this one. Losing a second Shrine of Wisdom would have been even more devastating for them. I mean, I say that they actually give it to Snow, by the way, not the supports. They really are putting everything into this Sven.
I mean, Enchantress got the secondary one, so he is gonna be level 6 now. Not too bad, I guess.
But the Snapfire got nothing. The enemy team is both 8 and 8 almost on the.
Who cares about the Snapfire? 4 points in Scatterblast, Mortimer's Kisses. That's your job. Do your job. Everybody else farms, but the Sven is getting out of hand, to be honest. He hasn't been targeted at all. He's gonna have his Blink Dagger. To be honest, this early lead, quote unquote, on TeamTea not gonna mean anything.
It's not leading to too much, for sure. Like, they got the tier 1 towers, and you're like, okay, but that's about it. They are waiting for a few of their items, though. Cloud is getting very close to his BKB on the Marcy. And I think that's kind of it. An anti-mage, this Helm build it's not the best for farming or for the hero.
They did open up the map, so once he does get a Battle Fury, his farm will skyrocket. But until that point, the Sven is gonna be getting out of hand even more. There's his Blink Dagger done. Snowy is having a hell of a time.
It is, but that's what I mean. Like, you delay your Battle Fury for quite a bit. It's not a cheap item. He still has about 800 gold to get it. I say this, he's second highest net worth, so he's still doing very well for himself.
You know, when Dota 2 came out, right? So 2010, I still remember when those were good players. They played Dota 1 versus some of the best teams in the world here, and they were from my neighborhood. And they're playing Dota 2. They're like, there's so many good players here. I mean, there's anti-mage in every game because there wasn't that many heroes. And the guys are getting like Battle Fury in 20 minutes to the game. It's amazing. Of course, Battle Fury, it was different back then because creeps didn't give as much gold. But still, just imagine how late that was, and everybody was super impressed with it.
Oh, dude, I remember when Dota 1, we used to have the Core Weaver who rushes Radiance. And back then he had the bug scouting, remember those shades?
Yep.
And people would be like, he can get a 25 minutes Radiance on Weaver. I'm like, really? Back then I was like, what? 25 minutes Radiance? On a Weaver? Now you get 25 minutes Radiance on any hero, you're instantly reported. You're like, sorry, you're supposed to get this 10 minutes faster.
Yep. Also, Slardar was played with the Deso. I remember that.
Let's see, what else was there that was crazy back then? I think Tidehunter Battle Fury was a thing at one point as well.
Only because of the animation of his jumping around. I remember.
Exactly.
It felt like his passive was always proccing.
Yeah, back then Kraken Smash, Anchor Smash was like a passive 20% chance. Oh, Marcy, 0% chance as the core lives in that situation.
Yeah, so people getting out of that alive. They didn't even pop the Unleash. Not even needed.
People thought that if you buy...
They want to go for the Dawnbreaker, and they will be getting the connection. Epicenter being used, and he should be dropping here. No way to survive. Ooh. That's going to be a nice pick off. This time around, Cloud, he did pop his Unleash, so just wants to do as much damage as possible to the Star. Warwick will be getting his HP back there. Soneko making sure of that, and now the Tower will be on the menu. But they're TPing the Enchantress, so eSpoiled, they still want to defend it.
400 gold away from the Ag Scepter for the Dawnbreaker. If Dawn can get Ags and you put a pipe on top, this Sand King's damage does get nullified significantly. So, despite everything that's happened, it's never gone more than 1,000 gold lead for TeamTea. It's never gone more than 55% in their favor. So I think eSpoiled, like, the score and the map makes you think it's a lot better for TeamTea than it is. It's not. It's fairly even.
It's definitely not. But if you open up one tier 2, it is gonna be a big deal, right? Because then the anti-mage really comes in handy. But before that happens, TeamTea are still not gonna be too happy with the current development.
And Team T also, you have to always be worried about the Dawnbreaker. You're like, oh man, we go for someone, Dawnbreaker jumps in. A bit scary.
That's why you
Meanwhile,
killed the Dawnbreaker.
no, even though she's the best hero in the game.
I don't know if she's the best hero in the game. She is a strong hero, though.
She's a great hero. Good design for once. As the anti-mage has his Battle Fury and working towards the Manta style. Again, not a super amazing mana burn game because of the carry-to-carry matchup, but still good. Top lane. They might be sitting it for Tormentor. They see Asdecor. Bambi! Oh!
Well, pull him back. He doesn't want to use the Dispose, so he doesn't TP out. Now with this ulti, that's just not going to be happening. Stun goes in, gets the stun off, doing a lot of damage to the Marcy. He wants to get away, not going to be happening. He's up on the hill on Waste. Needs to get down to low ground. Cloud turns around. He wants to fight it with the epicenter to go. And where is your ulti now, Waste? What are you going to do? This is the opening that they were looking for to get the game in their favor. Saneko gets the double, and they're chasing for more. The Blink Dagger on Warwick is going to be up soon. There's the BKB on the DK. Purchase now, but you don't want to be using your 9-second BKB, which you might have to if you want to live. Let's see if that's going to be allowing him to stay alive. They're still chasing forward onto this DK. The AM jumps in. He's going to have his ulti now, turns around onto Asdecor. Difference, going to be popping the DK form. There's the Acorn Shot. Desire in a little bit of trouble. The Great Healing Lotus keeping him alive. Cloud jumps in. They are trying to finish off Asdecor, but with the cookie, he will be fine. The Bushwhack will not stay for long because of that cookie, but it does open for this tier 2, and it should fall a big victory for Team T.
Weird that they took that fight. I'm surprised Snowy shows up. He was farming towards his BKB. I don't like different item builds, going for Blink BKB. I was saying that he needs the Mage Slayer, and BKB helps you, but Mage Slayer helps everyone. And him not going for it feels a bit greedy to me in this situation. And that was what? Oh, the first Dawnbreaker ult. He does have her Axe Scepter now, but it didn't give you anything. He landed also in the cliff. Very unfortunate situation.
Didn't look good. He did get down quickly.
Yes,
but
true.
But definitely not great. Put it that way.
Look at Saneko's farm, dude. This guy, yeah, he does get the Tormentor, to be fair, but he still would have been 5.5 without it. With Pavis, 4 stuff.
Every freaking game he's farmed as he's the most farmed support, let's just put it that way.
Unfortunately, his shard is kind of pretty not that great.
I guess the range which you put the Nether Ward is fine. That's the best thing. Other than that, it's really doesn't make a difference, does it?
Especially now that I believe that Life Drain no longer removes instantly kills illusions either. Was that just mana drain? But either way, that's another unfortunate part of the hero. As DK.
You want to go for the DK. There is the Solar Guardian available. If they want to use it, he's just going to pop the BKB. That's 2 of his BKB charges down the drain. 9 and the 8 charges. Those are the most important ones for a DK. Yeah, the Sven is going to have his, but if they pop his as well, these heroes are going to be very, very easy to kite around.
I do not... Why does he want Assault Cuirass in a game like this on the Dragon Knight? I'm still shocked that Mage Slayer is not an option, but... They just don't want it. They're like, nah, Mage Slayer is a bad item for Dragon Knight in this game.
Well, now there's the Basher on the Marcy. Things are really looking good for Team T. They're going for a smoke. It's going to be daytime for the next 3 minutes. So you catch them now, especially with the DK not having his BKB. It's going to be huge.
Mr.
Manta still not delivered to Shigetsu.
No, Mr. Ellis might be dead.
Goes up to the high ground. That is a very dead Snapfire.
That's fine.
They want more.
And I hear Roshan bashing someone. Looks like
he walked into the pit. You've got a Marcy. She can pop the Unleash here, and you're gonna have an easy time killing it.
Rough situation for eSpoiled. Maybe that loss in the ESL Division 2 is affecting them a little bit right now. But this is still a $3,000 match and tournament lives. So they gotta, shape up a little bit here. They're smoking up. They might be going for a big fight. Will they still go in?
Let's see, Shigetsu has the Aegis. He's gonna be trying to dodge the stun. Not gonna be happening, but protected by the Snowy taking a solid amount of damage. They do have the Solar Guardian, gonna be used right now. does get away with Shigetsu. Cloud has to pop the BKB, but let's see how much that's gonna help him. Heals from the Pugna in a really good position. They need to deal with him, and now with a nice stun from Warwick coming in with Epicenter, big mana void as well. Goodbye, Sven, and everybody else has to run, but they can't. They don't have their BKBs any longer. You're gonna get destroyed. TeamTea today, they are playing some god-tier Dota, and they didn't even lose their Pugna.
Oh god, keeping the Marcy alive, really well played by Saneko. Then they go on him. Warwick jumps into the fight, channels the Epi inside, doing the Sandstorm, so they have to pay attention on him. And they got nothing. They didn't get a single kill out of that for eSpoiled. And I can't help but feel like some of it comes down to this weird itemization of no Mage Slayer, there's no pipe as well. I'm not feeling it, man.
Well, you know who is feeling it? TeamTea, because they're taking down a second tier 2. They still got an Aegis for 3.5 minutes on this anti-mage, and they can definitely continue going forward. Once he gets his butterfly, this Sven is no longer going to be that big of a problem for an AM.
Yes. I mean, he's already almost 2,000 gold ahead in terms of net worth anyway. He's farming this creep. You know, he still doesn't do that much damage to any unit without mana as an anti-mage. It's like, it's fine only.
Well, that's why you have other 4 heroes who all of them contribute to the damage department quite heavily.
No. The carry should be able to solo 1v5 while doing tons of damage. That's how it works, right?
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Hopefully you don't take it against me, Ottomo, but you learn something new every day.
That's how we do it in the Herald bracket, baby. As looking at the items, what we're working at here, anti-mage. As mentioned, butterfly coming out soon. Sand King, he's got the axe already, and he's working towards a BKB himself. He's jumping on someone. That's as the core's gone.
And now you just want to get as many kills as possible, shout out the waves. If you are containing eSpoiled in their base, they're not going to be able to play this one at all. This is where the anti-mage just becomes impossible to deal with. You're so far behind that you don't want to jump him and try to kill him. He can split push however the hell he wants. And then the only thing that you really can do is send your supports out on the map to hope that they're going to be getting as much space as possible. But that is kind of hard because there's decent catch on TeamTea in this game.
Difference is doing something very strange on the Dragon Knight. He's not going for Assault Cuirass, he's instead going for a Nullifier. Now this does remove Decrepify. I believe it removes side... it doesn't remove Bodyguard, that's strange. But again, I don't think that is the biggest problem. I still think that's the magic damage coming out from the enemy side.
I mean, you have to kill somebody. You have 2 Blinks and the Solar Guardian. Somebody has to die.
Nullifier does help that, for sure. Sven
ulti, they're gonna go for the Pugna. Shigetsu gets the Blink out. Well, without the Pugna, you might not want to fight, but Shigetsu's turning it around. They have good vision around the area. Blink forward, onto as the core they go, and he's gonna get shot down by Desire.
Sorry. No, wait, does not have his BKB. He uses it for that fight, so they might be saying, okay, a Pugna for a BKB, we're fine.
Found a DK, gonna get dusted. He does have a BKB.
Whoa.
TP out. Not gonna be doing it. They're not allowing him to blink at the moment. In 2 seconds, he's gonna be available, and he is out. Cloud didn't pop his Unleash, so he's still gonna have it if fight breaks out.
He's very careful with those BKBs on the Dragon Knight. Kind of using them, I don't want to say too early, but certainly early. You know?
I mean, I don't know. You are so far behind. It's scary, Ultimo. Not gonna lie.
Agreed. Meanwhile, any sort of neutral items, some shivs, one on the Dragon Knight, one on the Dawnbreaker. Brigand's Blade tough on the Sven, so it's a nice bit of extra damage. So at least that does help a little bit to keep you alive.
Shigetsu going for a push. He doesn't have his butterfly yet, but he does have an Aegis for another 20 seconds. The hammer will fly out from the Sven, and this tower is taking a lot of damage, almost dead. Now it's time to retreat. 10 seconds before the Aegis, a little bit too risky to stay close to the enemies. And Saneko, well, he can try to take it down himself, but now it's 1 blast until it dies. No, actually, maybe 2 or 3.
Shigetsu went for the Vast enhancement on the anti-mage. I'm seeing a lot more carries pick this up if they're melee. They're like, yeah, the extra range is huge for us.
It really does
So
make a difference. It
it
makes
does.
chasing down people much, much easier.
I remember I actually had someone. Oh,
Oh, they're
why?
targeting the Sven, going for
Snowy!
Snowy. Then get his BKB off. You need the Solar Guardian. You need
He's
it now,
dead.
but they're not going to use it. And Desire was even picking up a Wisdom Shrine on the other side of the map. Now I have a Butterfly on the Anti-Mage. He can go no buyback on the Sven. Now looking for Aztecor as well. This is just looking way too easy for them. Here comes the Sharpshooter, and that's going to be it for the kill. A mega kill streak for Desire. Tier 3 gone, and now you're going to be getting a lane of racks, probably even more.
I mean, they also didn't even use the Solar Guardian on that. They're like, yeah, sorry, dude, you're caught. You're gonna have to deal with it yourself. He's spoiled. This is as bad as the previous game was, you know,
Yep.
where TeamTea was like 16 to 2 and the other team GG'd out. It's the same thing.
Well, they found waste. They doesn't want to allow him to get back into the base, and that's the idea. Have the stun, he doesn't have the BKB just yet. Difference gonna be coming over. The Bushwhack did connect. He has his ulti, Solar Guardian. Oh, Desire, beautiful force staff. He's gonna be fine. Gonna have his ulti fairly soon. Bushwhack in 4 seconds difference. He's trying to find this skill. You need something. You need a lot more. But while this is happening, you've lost 2 lanes of racks, and now you don't have the Solar Guardian either.
That's the last lane right there. They do have their Sven coming up in a few seconds, but oh, as the core gets caught and dead.
Let's see, maybe they can kill the Marcy. The heals are there. Pops the BKB. Needs a rebound target. Maybe he doesn't. And there it is. Jumps in. Wants the fight to the epicenter of the 3 heroes. All of them cores. Goodbye. They call GG. They understand that this is over. They didn't even kill the Marcy. What a stomp today. TeamTea are on freaking fire at the moment.
2 stomps. I mean, they won the previous series very convincingly, and this one, I feel like this is the most impressive showing, you know? Because we went in, we were like, we love the eSpoiled draft. It looks super good. You can go late. The enemy team's got these fragile people, Marcy, Pugna, and Hoodwink. Very easy kills. But then through just fantastic plays, they would never get caught. Saneko standing, healing Marcy in that situation was huge. And also weird itemization. I feel like difference, not going Mage Slayer. We didn't see Waste going for a pipe. They fought, Snow fought without the BKB that first engagement. There's a lot of misplays coming out from eSpoiled that also hurt them this game.
Yeah, most definitely, but in the end, we can't take it away from TeamTea. That was some clean Dota and good performance coming from their side. Only losing their heroes twice, or losing Snako twice, because nobody else died a single time. With that being said, though, considering that there's really not much to talk about here, TeamTea are just cruising through all of their opponents today. We're going to be taking a short break. As soon as the teams are ready, we're back with Game 2. Give me a Dark Willow. Let's go. I want to see a Desire Dark Willow right now. Whenever I see a Tusk, man, the Dark Willow is just perfect.
Yeah.
That's not a Dark Willow. That is another hero that the Snowball will counter quite heavily.
True. For Snake wants this. Not bad in the lane against the Snapfire with the Brain Sap. We'll see. If he wants Dark Willow, they're not gonna pick it now. I think they can probably pick, unless they want to show, like they'll pick an easy one. Wait for the eSpoiled to show more. Right now, we'll see if that's gonna be an option for them. There is no Hoodwink, no Snap. Muerta's okay as well if you want it more than the Dark Willow.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Muerta, to be honest, just because the enemies might get a puck, right? So Dark Willow doesn't help you in that regard, but the Muerta does.
I think it's gonna be either Muerta, Ringmaster, or Dark Willow, something like that, potentially.
Have you seen the Muerta mid from Sumail?
No. Oh no, wait, I've seen it, but I don't remember. I don't remember which term. It feels like a while ago that I saw it. Then Dazzle comes out. Huh.
That's probably a 5 Dazzle and a 4 Bane. No problem, just don't let it happen again.
Alright, I'll control my sneezing. So, Bane 4? I don't know. I feel like that's not really a Desire hero. But Seneko did play the Dazzle game in the first game of the day, so I guess the Bane will go 4. And now Bristleback. So no Dawnbreaker.
No Dawnbreaker. Bristle makes his appearance. Or the Fiend's Grip are gonna get cancelled out by the Snowball save. And what then? How are you gonna kill this guy? How are you gonna keep him in place long enough for the damage to kick in? I wouldn't mind if they put the Beastmaster in the mid lane and maybe get like a off laner with a lot of stun potential, like a Tide Hunter or something along those lines.
I was actually thinking they might go for the Slardar off lane now for Cloud and put the Beastmaster mid, like you're saying. Because I was looking at the hero pool, I was thinking, yes, Cloud plays Beastmaster way more than Warwick. But it does feel like a good Beastmaster mid game, and you can pick another solution to because you pick a Slardar, you can kill a Bristleback pretty easily with the minus armor.
That is true. I'd like to see that. Ban Troll, pick pick Slaughter, but the Slaughter was banned out first phase by TeamTea, so no such luck. But Pango, I guess, does a similar job. It could be a Warwick Pango. It could be a Cloud Pango. I think it's more of a Warwick hero, though, and it is a bit of a better matchup versus a Ember in the mid lane.
Yeah,
I love a troll here. Like, just get a troll. Unless you're playing this as a carry Bristol, and it is going to be a carry Bristol with a with an offlane Darkseer. This is a good Darkseer game for sure, especially with the heroes that you have. You have 4 melee heroes, and the enemy's got an Abaddon, which is a Radiance builder. I like this.
It is, and by the way, they didn't pick troll because it was banned as well. So eSpoiled. Maybe they were thinking about the troll. And they're like, it's banned. We'll just take an offlane with a Darkseer. And the illusions they can make against the Abaddon are pretty strong. I like the way you can group people up, but you know, if this Bristleback doesn't have farm or he falls behind, he's gonna struggle to kill the TeamTea draft. You know, this is. Like, you know, Bristleback is not burst damage hero. It takes a while to get those quill sprays. Maybe Aghanims helps a little bit, but it's still damage that doesn't scale later in the game. So I worry about the eSpoiled draft. I'm going to go with TeamTea on this one.
I feel like we're getting a game 3 today, Optimo. There's no way. There is no way that we don't get a game 3. And I'm a big fan of these Darkseer lineups. Not going to lie. And I'm not sure. I mean, when it comes to Bristleback and damage, I don't think that you're going to have that issue at all in this game in particular. I'm just looking at TeamTea. One thing that I would like for their lineup to have versus the eSpoiled lineup, but they don't have it, is potential burst. It's just not there. What I do like is that they are putting Warwick in the mid lane on this Beastmaster. I think that could be an X factor, especially because you've got a Dazzle with you. But I'm still on the eSpoiled side. I feel like if the Darkseer has a decent enough time, you're gonna be fine.
One thing we didn't mention is that Sonic went for the Nothel Boon, which does give you the double armor benefit. And that goes a long way towards mitigating the damage from the Bristleback, you know?
It does help. It really does help.
I mean, you get... how much armor do you get? 1.25? You get 2.5 armor to the team every time you use a spell. That's pretty nice.
Yep. Not to be underestimated at all.
Well, in the meantime, no other really interesting facet is going to be Heart of Battle for the Darkseer. You move faster when there are other heroes around, rather than the attack speed one. That was the old one that people used to like. But Beastmaster took the quickening, not the quickening, sorry, beast mode. This means that he wants to go for an Ag Scepter. I've seen Helm of Dominator into Ags, I've seen Overlord into Ags, and I've seen straight up Ags, but he is going Ags at some point on the Beastmaster.
I think first item, right? It has to be. Like Power Treads Ags, it has to be that way, because you would be delaying it way too much later on.
We'll see. But
he queued it up. There's nothing to see. He literally queued it up, Otto.
Yeah, you think he's going to go first item Ag Scepter, no boots?
Oh, well, he's gonna get Power Treads, of course, right? But then he's gonna go Axe.
Yeah, probably. It doesn't seem like he'll go for of the Dominator, as 3 bounties go for eSpoiled. A much better start for them in the previous game. That's a 400 gold advantage for the team.
I really hate that now everybody has this burning effect. Remember when only Burning had it? When they only made it for his Juggernaut, and I don't know what was the other hero.
I don't like the way Lotus Orb looks like, and how it looks sometimes. It looks like the Ogre Magi shield.
Oh, the new Lotus Orb? It sucks. I hate it.
I mean, like, some of these effects just look terrible. Oh, dear.
If he manages to hit him and refresh that, he's gonna die, but he didn't. They still have the Blood Grenade trying to finish Morales off. There's the Sleep, pull him in. He does have a Fairy Fire. Soneko has a shield on him. That's some extra damage. Fairy Fire is still there. He's gonna have a Snowball soon. They can't kill him. He's out. Oh, there's the slow. Just one more hit. Soneko, can he get it? Oh, nice Snowball just in time, but that's gonna pull him really deep in. And look at Soneko positioning himself. Okay, this is taking a long time, but they will get him. Desire gets the first blood. That will put Pango in a bit of an uncomfortable spot on the bottom lane, but it seems that he has put the lane in a solid spot in the end. So not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, so it's Waste also is like he's got the same CS as the Pango. Gonna get a little bit more once he kills these actual creeps, but overall it's a very nice start for TeamTea.
They always like to start with the first blood, just get that early advantage. It has worked out really well for them thus far.
So bottom lane is going to be the Pango Bane versus the Bristleback and Snap. I feel like if you're Desire, you have to be very scared in this lane. If you're out of position, you could get in a lot of trouble right now. Maybe if you sleep the Bristle, that will be okay if they go on you, but I'd be worried about Desire in this one.
Oh, we'll see if it works out for him. Definitely started well with that first blood. He's the one who got it, and in his career, he's bringing in a ton of regen for this bottom lane. 6 tangos, salve, mango, and a wand. No, I actually think he got a clarity instead of that mango. He had the mango already.
I don't know why I thought I heard you say in his career. I was like, he must have his career. He brought a lot of regen. I was like, oh, courier. Okay, my bad. Well, Snake top lane just going up against 2 melee guys and just smashing them in the face. Like, I don't really care what you guys are gonna do.
Oh, what about the mid lane? Like, is this a good matchup for the Beastmaster?
I think it is overall. You know, he has better stats than the Ember Spirit. Should be able to right click him and beat him in the lane. But so far, it is the Ember having a fairly good time here for a difference, as the core makes out just fine.
He's out now. Desire, on the other hand, I don't think he is getting out. He's gonna start running to the other side to make sure that Snowy loses the most amount of creeps. He's gonna be healing even more. Snowy is gonna take a long time. He's like, this time around, you die, my friend. But still, it will create a solid amount of space for the Pango to get those creeps.
Yeah, in terms of overall, though, all the cores are getting a decent amount of CS with waste. Maybe it's a little bit less, but there's not a big difference between the CS between the two teams, for the cores at least.
I guess everything is to be expected at the moment. I don't see any lane being like, oh, that's surprising.
Yeah,
everything is quite normal. But the Darkseer did hit level 3, so this is when you start being quite strong. However,
beautiful.
Goodbye, career. Nicely blocked him. And did he lose any items in it, or did he manage to get those delivered?
I feel like he must.
Snowy is dying. He does have some wand charges, but very nice positioning from Cloud. This is the best hero to do so. Okay, now you've got 4 quill spray stacks on you. You have to be careful. But Pango, because he has no turn rate, and it's just so easy for him to block and hit.
Or in other words, by the way, other heroes that have no turn rate, I believe, are Io, and also I think Phoenix has no turn rate, but I'm not sure about that.
I think he has. I think he has quite a big turn rate, to be honest.
No, like I said, I could be wrong there, but I know Io doesn't.
Io doesn't, yeah. I mean, he's a ball, so makes sense.
Let's see who else doesn't have turn rates.
That's it. It's the 2 of them.
Just Pango and Io.
Yep, and Pango you might even say that he has turn rate. It's just very, very fast, right? He's not really, see, he still needs to turn a little bit, but it's incredibly speedy.
Interesting enough. Maybe the page I'm looking at is the old one. Apparently,
they're trying to kill the Bristle again. He was fed a cookie, but should be able to survive on Snowy. Still, they're applying quite a lot of pressure to this Bristleback. Quite impressive. 12 wand charges on Desire, and they're still trying to get him on as the core. So.
Oh, Snowy gets his salve cancelled, by the way. And he had removed all of his bracers and belt of giant strength, so that, so he could heal more. Then he gets this double shield crash. There's a lot of help. Snowy's in trouble. Snowy!
That's gonna be nice cookie. He's out. Rotation from difference changes everything. They do bring in so many heroes, and that Dazzle wasn't able to make a difference there at all. No Grave. Only level 3. Snowy will survive. Big deal, especially with this time around. We see an Ember who gets in earlier in charge. She gets her left alone. He's just standing his ground. Ion Shells, tag team. None of those things scare me. And you will be able to push them back.
Not when I have my Dazzle behind me and my shields available. Yeah, Waste is still the biggest loser of the lane. Shigitsu, very happy with how it's going so far. Has he queued up the Radiance? He is going Radiance. He's gonna have to hope he just toggles it off before he walks into a new wall, and that's about it.
That's probably not gonna happen. They're getting that Radiance at some point.
Probably. But, you might be able to not get 1 or 2 fights, and that could be the difference makers.
For sure, for sure. Let's see,
thing
mid lane,
about
Warwick being targeted. He doesn't have mana for his roar. Desire posturing aggressively as well. Nothing much will happen there by the looks of it.
the thing about TeamTea's draft, I feel like it's quite slow early on. Oh, good.
This is a problem for Warwick. He's gonna have to roar to try to get himself the extra movement
dead.
speed, but he is very much gone.
Some interesting movements coming out from TeamTea in this one, I gotta say.
Yeah,
Not
pretty bad positioning.
Warwick is like half health, standing there. They don't have the saves to keep him alive. But yeah, this is another problem. TeamTea, their draft in this one feels a bit slow to me. Pango can fight at all stages of the game, but Dazzle Bane, not exactly the biggest damage dealers. Then you have Radiance, Abba, and Aghanim's Beastmaster. Your tempo is really slow.
But once you do get those, once you have the Ags, once you have the Radiance, your
Very
timing
true.
is going to be quite powerful, but it takes some time to get there. This is why the Beastmaster, I think, needed to have a better laning stage than this, and this death really does hurt him.
Yeah, it does. And I'm wondering, his net worth is 600 gold behind the Ember, and Ember likes to fight at all stages of the game. In this game, as you mentioned, he's going for earn, but he has a vessel. It feels okay, especially because, I mean, you're up against Abaddon, it's not going to be great, but it's going to be Ag Scepter on Beastmaster, so reducing his heal goes a long way. That's once he gets the Ags.
It does make a difference. It's going to take a long time. Desire going to be caught. Desire going to be taken out. This is the first game today that we're seeing TeamTea struggle in the early game. They're still slightly ahead, but definitely eSpoiled with the momentum.
Yeah. When I say that, but even if Shigetsu, most of the farm is on Shigetsu, and he's possibly the worst core to get farm on this game, because that means the faster you get Radiance, the faster the enemy gets it as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Come on,
Although-
Ultimo, don't be like that.
I hate when carries get farm. But actually, he is doing a really good job of keeping up. Waste is continuing to really struggle as Cloud. Can you... Cloud, buddy? Nice double jump.
He's gonna be
There you
getting
go.
the Rolling Thunder off. This is now quite dangerous. Snowball to run away. Here comes the Rolling Thunder again. Difference getting away from it. Snowy going in. Nice chains onto the two supports. The shards beautifully
Oh.
done. They're gonna take a long time to get out, but that was a nice grave onto Desire. Difference is gonna wait with the Remnant going in. That brain
Warwick takes
sap
the tower.
keeping him alive. Well, Warwick takes down the tower. How is this Bane still alive? Nobody knows. Ember now being chased. Snowy as well. Shigetsu coming forward. He doesn't have his ulti skilled, but he can skill it with the skill point that he got saved up.
That was with Cloud kind of missing the kill on Azdukor because he wasn't able to hit him with the swashbuckle. But beautiful double jump. They're going. They're not going. They're thinking about it, but decided not to.
Dire's top tower is under
Overall, that was a huge defense coming out from Team T. They keep the tower alive, they get a kill, and they take mid. Massive.
Yep, and they don't give anybody. Warwick
Oh.
will find Azdakor in the mid lane with the roar.
Solo.
Nicely done.
are scanning.
That's 2 deaths in a row for Azdakor. You're kind of hoping on this guy, not to snowball, but he was the most farmed support in the map, and then this happens. And this puts Warwick in a very good spot. Halfway towards his Aghanims in 10 minutes. Probably will have it in around, I'll say what, 14 minutes or so? Assuming no deaths.
Yeah, I assume that's fair to assume.
I assume that my assumption of your assumption is correct.
As Snowy continues to farm,
Oh, come on.
it seems to be that he's gonna be going for the no Lotus. He is going for an SNY, but he did pick up a Perseverance, so maybe later on down the line, Lotus Orb will be on the menu. It is a good Lotus Orb game for sure.
I think that's. Let's look at. It would be for honestly,
Dire
probably only for the Radiant, right? The Dyers, like, whatever. We can reflect Snowball. Snowball's super easy to reflect with the Lotus Orbis. Shigetsu, I don't know if you want to go on this guy.
Well, they're gonna try. Nice stun there from the creep. Shigetsu does have his ulti. Gonna pop right now, but they're not
No one's
attacking
coming
him.
up.
Dropping low. The Dazzle is in the vicinity, but he doesn't want to get close for the grave. So Shigetsu will lose his life, and that leaves the Dazzle stranded Well, goes for the grave, TP out, successful at doing so. Maybe you could have done that for your carry, my friend, but at least they don't give up any extra kills.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, that was interesting because he didn't really want. No one was coming to help on T time. On sorry, Team T. They're like, yeah, he's out of position. Let him die. So a little bit unfortunate that they lose Shigetsu. And look at Snowy. His net worth right now. There's going to
Yeah.
be.
Top of the pack.
Did you think it's weird that he's going halfway to a Lotus but not complete Lotus right now?
I think you need the mana regen, but yeah,
For sure.
I would have maybe liked the full Lotus Orb, but this is fine.
Yeah. Warwick about 1,500 gold away from his Axe Scepter. Still, oh, he's got the shield rune as well. You know, today has been one of the lowest kill games across all the games we're watching. You know,
Yup.
like all the teams that I've been playing have been very cautious. I know it's an elimination match, so no one wants to be the making big mistakes, but all the teams have been kind of like not much killing, being a little bit more gentle than usual. Very respectable.
I think it's because TeamTea has been super far ahead in this game. Soneko is in trouble. He does have the grave. Doesn't want to use it though. Doesn't need to use it. Difference can get on top of him again with the next round of spells.
But that's going to be the difference running out of Spirit Vessel charges. So not getting that kill on the Dazzle is a little bit annoying for him.
For sure, and soon TeamTea are going to be hitting their timings. You didn't slow them
Snowy.
down that much. Snowy losing mana, losing HP rapidly. They have the Rolling Thunder if
Rain.
Cloud wants to go for it.
Desire. There
There's
you
the
go.
Fiend's Grip. Get in front of him right now. They need to cancel this Fiend's Grip, and they're not going to be able to do it. Rolling Thunder forward. Brains have to get the kill. And there it is. They bring down Snowy. You talked about his net worth, so getting that huge kill is a big win for TeamTea.
Unfortunately, in a way, it goes to Desire, but you don't care. As long as Snowy is dead. And if they can turn this in tower, it's even bigger. But as you mentioned, the big deal is that we are approaching big items. 1,000 gold from the Radiance, 800 gold from the Axe Scepter. By about 15 minutes, Team T, they can start this big snowball. And I'm worried, because I don't think they did enough on the Radiant side to stop it.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, Bane already Desire. He's stealing the Wisdom Shrine. Nobody is knowing about this because they're like, oh, that lane is pushed out. But it was a really cool play from Desire going through the Twin Gate. So both of the Wisdom Shrines will be going towards Team T.
That's going to put their supports at about 8 to the enemy supports 6 and 7. So that's not too bad. And like for Tusk, you know, once you have maxed out, once you have a point Walrus Punch, I feel like you're okay for the rest of the game, really. And
Yeah,
Snapfire
not the
has
biggest deal.
Snapfire, someone told me, max Scatter Blast, get a point in your ulti, and that's also all you need.
I have no
so
idea who that wise man is, but whoever he
wise
is, he might be he is probably very smart and handsome.
I mean, handsome. Maybe I shouldn't comment there.
That's what I thought. Either way, though, the mid lane tower did fall. eSpoiled getting that going their way. They have a regen on the Ember Spirit, so that will help him in the next fight if the next fight does happen in the next minute or so. There's the Radiance done. She gets his courier. He is taking a long route around. He knows that something is up here and that the enemies are preparing for him.
Still, he will be able to pick it up just fine. As yeah, now it becomes this big timing for Team T, and
Not everything.
Yep, it's very worrisome. eSpoiled, do you feel like you have enough to counter them? Is the question. Bristleback, this working towards the Sanjin Yasha, Darkseer working towards a pipe, but he's quite far from the pipe, not really there, and Kaya on the Ember Spirit after the Spirit Vessel. I don't feel like these are items that counter what Team T is gonna bring.
Not really, and Team T are in the smoke. They're looking towards the Bristleback on the bottom lane. Snowy should be able to get away once he kills that Siege Creep. So TP out, he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, he might turn around towards the mid lane, but that's not going to be happening.
The Soneko?
Yeah, he's dead.
What you doing there, buddy?
I'm dying. Isn't it obvious?
Ah. They also get his courier as well, then to make it go back in time. So that was an odd move by Soneko.
I think it was a bluff play so that Snowy stays in the bottom lane, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Enemies calling that bluff and working out for them.
I wonder if teams really think that far ahead.
Under attack.
Guys, I'll go feed in one lane so that they don't TP in another as... Oh, there's a backstab.
Rolling Thunder, going for weight, slide of his chains onto the Bane. He's gonna get one sleep in there, but they did catch the Darkseer. Nobody else is close. So Morales in the vicinity. Well, this part of the fight is
Desire.
not fun.
Oh, the Fizz Grip is on the Ember Spirit. Desire.
Yeah, they caught the Ember, but there's again nobody to focus on. They need their Beastmaster to come over. He's going through the Twin Gates and finally will be starting to get close. They did bring down the Snapfire, so that is something, but definitely wanted more on the side of TeamTea with the way that engagement started.
I mean, getting a full Fiend's Grip on difference and not bringing him down must feel not great, but as you mentioned, it's still a one fight for them because they do bring it down snap and they lose nothing in return.
Yeah, and look at the bottom lane, just how far it shoved in. It is. The Beastmaster, despite him being late to the fight, was busy with shoving in that wave. So, not the worst thing in the world.
He's also going
Cloud.
to go for... He's going for BKB next on this Beastmaster. I love it. It's going to make it pretty hard. They don't actually have anything besides the Walrus Punch that pierces BKB. So...
I mean, they won't be able to kill him. There's no way, right? I think that BKB is a play. You take the BKB, you walk into the Roche pit, and you're like, come at me, bro. And let's see if you can actually fight.
And I mean, their stuns are Snowball, Punch, and Cookie. So, pretty easy for the Beastmaster to always get his BKB off. But that's going to be some time from now when he actually gets it. Aether Lens on the Bane. I like Aether Lens first on heroes like Bane and Shadow Shaman. I think that's a little bit better than getting Blink Dagger. You know, the cast range feels nicer.
Definitely. So, eSpoiled did smoke up. They got scanned, so TeamTea have a rough idea that they're being hunted.
Overall, the net worth though is very close from top to bottom. I mean, yes, there's like a 2,000 gold lead difference between the top core and the bottom core, but it's not massive. And the sports are... Oh, that's gonna be massive.
Snowy dropping low. He will be surviving. There's a grave on Desire. It doesn't look like he's getting out of this one alive, especially with the shards keeping in place. But no, they heal him up enough. They should still be able to take down the Bane. That's going to be the first casualty. War Amoral is going a little bit too deep. Pango has bought a blink. He doesn't have it in this fight, but he's keeping them in place. They want to go chase for more and will be finding the Ember Spirit. He wants to get out. Nice vacuum into the wall. They go. Cloud will be taken out. Mortimer's Kiss is healing Shigetsu for the time being as he's still chasing on the Ember. Now, standing his ground. He's like, where's my team? Team, where are you? Nobody has followed him into death, into battle. He said, charge! And nobody followed the commander. Because of that, he's going to be all alone. And the fight will end 3-for-1. eSpoiled coming out ahead.
Surprising because, you know, I feel like Difference went in pretty deep to get the kill on Desire, but there was no punish there. And then they lose 2 of their cores like that. All right, eSpoiled. Definitely has, I'm guessing Slides of Life, but it's a very even game for them right now.
We never see this rolling thunder around cores, right? If you're around the Beastmaster or around the Abaddon when you're going with the rolling thunder, people will die. But because you're not close, then they just survive no problem. And then TeamTea continue chasing afterwards. You're not as strong when that is gone. And this is a Tormentor. Easy for them.
Oh, I like this one. It's pretty good damage. 85 on the shard per second is not a small thing at all. And the slow as well. It's a 50% slow. I was surprised that it's 50%.
Quite a decent amount. But still, Cookie feels better. You know, Tusk will never buy the shard. The Snapfire will buy the Cookie.
Yep. But in some ways, maybe that's a nice thing, right? Now you get a shard on a hero who benefits from it, and the other one's like, it's too good to pass away. So you kind of have shards on both of your supports.
Makes sense.
And on the other side, we also know that we don't see Abaddon often building a BKB. He's going for Manta. This makes the Tusk shard better than usual, right? Because enemy team is always going to be susceptible to it.
Radiant are scanning.
That is true.
I never lied to you.
Top tower is under attack.
That might not be true.
Oh, wow.
Again, they're getting double Shrine of Wisdom. This hurts you in the long run when every single time you don't get the extra experience.
I'm waiting for it to update, but right now there is a pretty...
Baron is gonna need help. He's surrounded by enemies. Shards off the mark.
But they're going for the
Paints.
dazzle.
Instantly removed. Let's see, they're gonna try to kill him. He does have the grave, surviving for a bit longer. He does have 21 charges in the essence ring, so Seneko will survive for a long time, giving space to his team to fight on the other end of battle. I still don't understand why Warwick is never with his team. Yeah, he's finishing his BKB, but that roar will make a difference in this fight.
I mean, I guess he just wants to make sure he never, never dies. Wants to make sure he always has it. It is a very odd thing to do. And he does get the BKB, but guess what? Snowy also has a Lotus Orb. So there's a good chance that your BKB has 0 value in some fights. Desire under vision, but they see him there on the Radiant. They have a ward on that cliff. They should know he's in that area.
He only took the Watcher though, didn't place any vision, so gets himself out.
I don't know. Warwick has some interesting decisions. Waste. He's finished the pipe, and he's going towards a second Lotus Orb as well. They feel like they need more than just one.
For sure. Are you just gonna walk into the pit right now as TeamTea, or do you try to find the pick off first with his BKB on the Beastmaster?
Unless they're just going in. I don't think the enemy team's team fight is that amazing. It's like they got wall, vacuum, and kisses. But that's just kind of okay, you know? You still have like Rolling Thunder and Beastmaster's Roar. I think those are better deals.
Scatter Blast in. That's gonna be enough to dissuade him from staying here. Snowy walking into the pit to see how healthy the Roche is. He's quite healthy. Cloud threatening with the Rolling Thunder.
I'll do it.
Oh, look at him. Look at him from the side. Can they
coming.
find Snowy? He has
Not the
been
easiest
found.
kill.
Onto Aztecore they go. Warwick, there's the load. He didn't use the Lotus. Now they're going to be focusing on this. Is nice wall, though. Perfect positioning. Warwick is in a lot of trouble. Snowy dropping low.
Snowy.
There is going to be a snowball on him. Nice positioning from the Dazzle. Snowy trying to get away. He will be successful at doing so. Warwick still quite healthy. He doesn't have his BKB any longer. Going for a Morales. Inside of the shards, he's going to be protected as the core is dead, and he should take out the Radiance. Will do exactly that. Rolling Thunder Cloud, he will lose the roll-up. Shigetsu now in some trouble. He still has his ulti to work with. Fiend's Grip in a good position, and the Ember Spirit will die. He doesn't have a buyback. They bought back on both of their supports. TeamTea, you might want to get out, but they still have all of their heroes. They're quite healthy because of the Dazzle.
Oh dear, how many times did he heal them up in that fight? Warwick being chased?
No, I think he can fight here with the shield, with the Dazzle. Where's the grave? Oh, he didn't get it off. Nice Walrus Punch just to get him out of position. TP out, not going to be happening. Vacuum to stop it. At least some consolation prizes from eSports. TeamTea didn't manage to bail in time.
That's still 2 buybacks and a kill on your mid. So it's not sorry, death on your mid. So it's not like you can walk away too happy about that. But they might just go for Roche on their side for eSpoiled.
If they get Roche, that's going to be quite nice for them. With the tag team, minus armor, should be able to get it. The scan was used. Abaddon doesn't have his ulti. He's going to have it in 25 seconds. This is a hard battle. Oh, Pego goes in. That's going to be a big shield crash. And it's very hard to go through that damage. Lotus Orb. It will be returning the Nightmare. And now Bane in trouble. 3 hits from Snowy. The damage from the Bristleback a little bit too much with seeing Red. Cloud going to be getting a shield once again. Removing of the...
oh my...
Spirit Vessel and the Baron. He just got his ulti. Warwick coming in. Is he gonna come to fight, or is he just gonna run away like a coward? He does have a blink on the Abaddon, so he's going to be fine. The Roche is gonna be moving towards the other side of the map. eSpoiled this time around, they are the victors.
They are, but will they be able to get the Roshan? This is the big prize. He's quite low health as well. There's 50 seconds on the Bane, 30 seconds on Cloud. They might be giving it away for TeamTea. They don't seem like they're ready to take this fight.
Yeah, it's hard versus 5 heroes and the Darks here. Maybe... I mean, what can Seneko do? Nothing about this. It's over. The Roche has fallen. Snowy will be getting it. That is a level 18 Bristleback.
I mean, a lot of that came because unfortunately Cloud couldn't get his ulti off. I think he could have thrown it a tiny bit earlier maybe, but the control from eSpoiled was amazing. They made sure that they changed their stuns perfectly. He couldn't be able to, get his Rolling Thunder going. Difference?
Going for the Ember. The Roar will connect. Do they have the damage? Oh, more than enough. Warwick will smash Difference into oblivion.
Nice delays that, if the Aegis timer basically by a minute. if they want to play aggressively on the Radiant side.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, they found the snap fire, so going to be delaying it even more. Getting kills around the map. Did 70 seconds on the side lane because he did buy back in the previous fight.
I like what Desire is going for, by the way. Almost has a Ghost Scepter on this Bane. We saw that the Bristleback basically 3-shot him in the previous fight. So this will go a long way against the Bristleback's damage.
And he's very close to it.
Snowy.
Shigetsu is standing his ground. That's quite dangerous, my friend, especially with the Ember coming back. Nice sleep, and this Bristleback will be inside of a nightmare. Now there's 2 Lotus Orbs, so poor Bane. It's just not going to be easy to get your spells off.
And then we haven't mentioned, but there's also the Snowball save, right? There's the Blink. So getting a good Fiend's Grip off at this point of the game feels like it's going to be very tough. I'd love to see if Desire can pull it off.
But he did get a couple of them out anyways, despite 1 Lotus Orb and the Snowball save. It still looked like he finds an opening for it.
Yeah, honestly, he's been very impressive how Desire has played this game so far. So Neko, he's got the Greedy Essence Ring. That is very nice extra gold for the hero.
And pretty much the best, I think, for the Dazzle. You want the Essence Ring for sure.
Sapphire also has a Gale Guard with Greedy as well. So, same amount of extra gold coming in for as the core. Oh, by the way, again,
are they gonna steal it again? They're stealing the Wisdom Shrine. I cannot believe that eSpoiled are just forgetting about it. I want to see the difference in experience. Yeah, it's quite a lot in favor of TeamTea. 5 levels. It's gonna be 7 levels now after picking it up. Even more because there's another Wisdom Shrine. This is it's too much.
I mean, yes, but they're not too far ahead, right? They're 14-14 on TeamTea, 12 and nearly 13 on the other side. So it's not that massive as well.
They're trying to kill the Dazzle. I don't think you can do it. With a good positioning of the Abaddon as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pangolier, he's got his Axe Scepter, by the way. We haven't mentioned, but I was going to say Bristleback is kind of easy to burn his mom, but then he's got pretty high intelligence, 2.8. So not actually easy to get his mod down to 0. Diffusal helps, but usually, if you're Bristleback, you're not going to have mana issues at this stage of the game.
Yeah, especially because he has the Lotus Orb, right? If he didn't have that, sure. But it's just so much mana regen.
Bane has the gold for a Ghost Scepter, but has not bought it. I wonder if he's thinking that I need to save for buyback. We've seen those buybacks be a little bit impactful so far from the supports on the enemy side. But, if you buy back next to like an outpost or tower, get your ulti off, could be worth it.
Well,
it's still
Aegis has another minute on it, and they haven't really done much with it. So now they're trying to open up this tier 2. Let's see if TeamTea have any kind of desire to protect this. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, Shigetsu is just attacking your tier 3.
And he is doing some decent damage to it as well. He's got that alert enhancement. Have you memorized what each enhancement does? I'm like,
if you would ask me what does the alert do, I would know roughly, but the exact numbers, no way.
Oh, me, I know Greedy. That's my favorite.
Yeah, minus damage, extra gold.
As the carries on both sides, just hitting the tier 3. Looks like the Radiant
both tier 3s are gonna be dying, it seems. Snowy, Lotus Orb to protect himself. But let's see how much that helps. He will be getting the range Raxes. You need to get your heroes back. They're killing the Ember in the base. The Ember does die.
Shigetsu gets the tier 3, but they don't think it's worth it if you're gonna lose the melee Rax, but it looks like the melee Rax is not gonna fall despite all that.
Now there's no Ember, so they're coming forward. Warwick from the other side. Shard.
So in a
good position. Bane trying to escape. Not gonna be happening. Now he's running in with the Abaddon. He's very low on HP, but still has his ulti. Warwick, no more BKB. Has to be careful. No BKB, no roar. He didn't get any kills here. It might be time to bail. Morales coming forward. He's going to be getting the Walrus Punch. Warwick needs help inside of those shards. I don't think he's leaving, but he will get Grave. DP out. Let's see if it's going to be working. No, Snowball is there. Warwick will go down. TeamTea, they don't have a buyback on either one of their dead heroes, so the Bristleback should be able to finish the full laner Axe.
Bottom barracks are under
I mean, they were able, like, killing the Ember took so much out of them. They had to use the Roar, and then when they go back, they're like, okay, they don't have the spin, they don't have the Roar available, and eSpoil's like, yeah, we're happy with sacrificing the Ember for that.
That's
And
quite huge. They didn't use the roll. They used the Rolling Thunder for him.
Ah,
But either way, I think Rolling Thunder is your main teamfight spell. You don't have it.
True.
The enemies are too strong. And they did push them out of the base. I think it was good enough, right? You pushed them out of the base, the Aegis has expired, and it was TeamTea that decided to chase into it. And every single time that they chase into this wall, they end up losing. Cloud's Courier also taken out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Warwick's getting close to that Shiva's guard. I mean, I say close, he's working towards it. He still has about almost 3,000 gold on this Beastmaster to get it. But if he does, a lot of your damage is magical. As mid lane, they're not stopping on the eSpoiled side. They're like, we want more.
They saw the Abaddon bottom and they saw the Pango top. So, I mean, TeamTea, if you do not respond, this is going to be a second laner axe.
Alright, there you go. Abaddon, Shigetsu's going back.
No creeps at the moment.
Oh, look at that. That was a flying remnant just now.
Yeah, he has an Aghanim Scepter or a Haste Rune. An Aghanim Scepter, okay.
Dragon Scepter. Even a haste rune wouldn't get that fast, I think.
Probably not.
It's looking very, very difficult for them to kill Snowy. Like, Shigetsu jumps and hits him 3 times, he barely loses any health.
It's looking difficult for them to take away 100 of his HP and not kill him. It's a rough one for sure.
Alright. Look, all they need is 20 seconds, 1v5. They can easily kill him then.
Okay.
But we'll see if eSpoiled wants to fight fair or will they bring 5 people also.
We'll find out soon.
Assault Cuirass on the Bristleback, by the way. There's a Cloud. There's a Blink. Snowball. There you go. He is mostly okay. I think.
Is he? Doesn't look okay to me. That looks like a almost dead hero. Oh boy, he's hanging by a thread. He did juke them around. This guy should be in the F1. Max Verstappen, who?
Oh, really? Poor guy. Come on, he deserves to live.
Radiant's
Oh, poor fellow. Seneko, he's being chased now. By the way, they're pushing top and bottom on Shigetsu and Warwick.
One
but
shot.
Radiant's top
They just gave away 2 people to do what? I don't know about this.
Dire's middle barracks
I
are
did
under
shove in the
attack.
waves, I guess, but maybe those 2 people shouldn't have been outside of the base dying.
At the same time, the creeps are coming mid, so this backup position is gonna go. I don't think this tower is long for this world.
They're coming. Yeah, he's gonna destroy it in a second, Snowy.
Dire's middle
He's not even popping seeing red.
Yep, he's like, this is all I need. 15 seconds for Seneko, 25 for Cloud. They say, all right, let's just go back. They lose again, nothing really. Like top lane, sure. the
Warwick,
creeps are
no
pushed in.
TP. He's gone. It looks more and more probable that we're going into a game 3 Automo. Told you, it has to finish in 3 games. eSpoiled, they're not gonna go down that easily.
I'm still surprised by how the game went. You know, early on, TeamTea was getting everything. 15 minutes, they had that Ags Radiance timing. I thought they were looking unstoppable, but then just these pickoffs coming out one after the other. And to be fair, up until 30 minutes, it was a dead even game if you look at the graph. This
Yeah, well,
was
no longer the case.
No, that weird decision to go top but not get any Raxes while losing bottom was very odd. Bishi. You can you read that, by the way? What's
It says
written?
kitty kitty meow meow. It says kissy
I
kissy
meant-
meow meow. Kissy kissy meow meow.
Yeah, I meant that the one that's written in Serbian.
In Russian, it's I'm telling you, kissy kissy meow meow. Kissy kissy meow meow.
Cyrillic.
It is Cyrillic.
Yes, I know the language. Meanwhile, eSpoiled, they know what to do. They're saying, let's get the Aegis. Let's go to Team T side at the top lane, maybe. Shigetsu reveals himself. A big part of the game is because, and this is not Desire's fault, but his hero is super unsuited for a match like this. with so many Lotus Orbs and saves. Like, there's not much you can do in a Bane in this game, in a game like this.
Not gonna lie, TeamTea looked lost in this game. When they, it seems that when they're not stomping, that they're actually not sure how they're supposed to play. I think Warwick especially, I've been super underwhelmed by his playstyle. That he had no impact on this Beastmaster, and he had such a good setup to pretty much make anything happen.
Agreed. He's also 800 gold away from the Shiva's Guard. Looks like he's gonna have to go back and defend or sell some item. I don't know what he wants to sell. Maybe the bottle? But either way, they're coming, and you don't have Shiva's Guard. Top? I don't know where Warwick's going. Alright, they're trying to backstab. Here we go. Cloud?
Let's see, it's gonna work. Snowy just standing his ground. He doesn't care. He's smashing. She gets in the back lines. They are doing something. Warwick will be finding the darks here, trying to finish him off. Not gonna be happening. She gets who pops his ulti, and they do get him. They do get him. This is huge. 3 heroes have fallen, and only the cores remain. Snowy still has the Aegis. Let's see if he can do this on his own. He's doing so much damage. He gets it without his ulti. Is nothing. 3 shots are gonna be enough. Snowy, even if you kill him once, he still has an Aegis to work with. She gets it, will get him down. Greater healing Lotus being given to the abandoned. The buybacks were used by eSpoiled as well. They're gonna be coming back in. They want to end this one right now. Nice shield there to protect Soneko, so he will be getting himself away. Snowy, he's now full. You killed the pig once, but how are you gonna kill him again? He's level 25 on this bristleback.
But this time they don't have any roll or roar or ulti. A Cloud might be the first one down.
Roll up, Aphotic shield, swashbuckle to leave, vacuum onto the 3 of them. The Grave will be there. He goes in with the shield crash, but they're gonna go through that shield before the Grave expires, and he will go down. Does have a buyback. Shigetsu has to run away. In so much trouble. Will remove that one. Shards off the mark. He would have been dead.
No, wait.
Double save onto him. Can they pull him into the fountain? No, they're still going to be staying in the shards. No, he's still fine. Going to be cooking up and running away.
Yes,
That's going to be the Abaddon ulti forced out. You didn't want that, and now you're going to be dealing with mega creeps. Maybe they can kill a Morales and make sure that that's a dieback, but is it really worth it? You need so much more. You need to clean them up if you want to stay in this game. By the looks of it, we're probably going to be going to game 3. That is going to be a dieback on the Snapfire, probably a dieback on the Tusk as well, but he gets himself out in time. Down to Snowy, they're looking forward to fighting him, or maybe they shouldn't be because he's a bit too strong. Another 3-man vacuum onto the 3 of their cores. Snowy turns around, Warwick does have the BKB running forward, swashbuckle off the mark. There's the snowball save. Where are they gonna go? The BKB that expire. Warwick will go down. Shigetsu going in. Finally, they brought down the big boy, and now Shigetsu straight to do whatever he wants. The neutral creeps a little bit on the side of eSpoiled, but your base is dropping. And the question is, what can you do versus mega creeps? Nullifier gonna be used. He cannot run away. If you use the surge, instantly purged off, and Shigetsu will take him down. You are mine. Gets pushed back there by the neutral item, but the Abaddon does not care. He will be wicked sick with a double kill, but still, Otamo, how do you deal with these creeps?
I mean, they know that the supports don't have buyback. They might want to go and push hard and try to get something going. Unfortunately, Abaddon, he needs to... Oh, he actually pops his ultimate. Oh, I don't think he wants to do that at all. His ultimate pops from the creep's damage. Very unfortunate. Just when you kind of want to be aggressive and push as hard as you can.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? There's nothing you can do versus those creeps. They're too strong. Too freaking strong.
They are. And Bane and Dazzle are particularly not good against these creeps. So, feels like Shigetsu or Cloud needs to stay behind. Very unfortunate situation to be in. Oh, there's going to be a 3rd Lotus Orb coming out on the Snapfire. This is an interesting pause. Yeah, our mod is like, any reason there, buddy?
They're like, we are thinking about what to do. Should we call GG? They are lagging. Right now, eSpoiled, they can take it easy, right? You've got mega creeps. The enemies are not good at dealing with them. I guess you have Radiance, Aghanim Scepter on this Beastmaster, and Pango, not the worst hero, but it's still not ideal. No Svens, no Gyros, no Medusas.
Nope.
Nothing of the kind.
No, it's not ideal for TeamTea at all. Beastmaster still working towards the Shiva's Guard. Cloud's wants to have a refresher orb for double roll in the next fight. I feel like would be pretty insane. But it has been Warwick who I think has dropped the ball the most in this game, because there's been some amazing saves from Soneko, for example. And Desire's done really good on this Bane as well as you can expect. But Warwick, Beastmaster? Nah.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be huge in this one, especially because he got his agonyms at a decent timing, but he never decided to fight. Every time in the DS, who is Darkseer?
Darkseer, DS lag. DS dial-up service. You know, the internet.
Yeah, they're using dial-up probably.
No.
But yeah, Warwick, if he came to those early engagements, I think TeamTea would have won this game. Not gonna lie. I really don't like that people go for that BKB second item on some of these carries or cores that most definitely need a blink dagger to be impactful.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a Warwick, as we mentioned, was quite passive in this game compared to what we were hoping for. He is 3, 6, and 9. I think that's the lowest skill involvement among all. And Mr. Ellis actually disconnects. Okay. There is some internet issues affecting both teams, it seems. And now it's because like, give us a second. All right, we
Maybe
need
it's
some time.
server. Maybe it's the server, right? So you never
Dota
know.
server. DS.
Maybe, maybe we finally came to an understanding what it means.
I still like my explanation, but all right, we're back in. Everyone eSpoiled is dead, but does that mean TeamTea is actually gonna be able to do anything here? Look at the graph. Look at the graph, by the way, how it dips down after that insane performance by Shigetsu.
But it's still not
Yes.
enough for you to feel confident in this game. They are shoving in the mid lane. Getting the last outer tower actually from these deaths isn't a small thing if they can finish it off. Cloud is
Great.
going to do his best.
I mean, but they are going to be coming back soon. Mr. Ellis is here. Same thing with the Ember Spirit. BKB finished up on the Pango. Oh,
Pango? No, Pango is going for a refresher.
Bristleback. You see, they're both animals.
Yeah,
One's a
they're very
pig.
similar. Yeah.
And one's a Pangolier.
Same heroes for sure.
Look, I see a Pango on my screen. I see an item being bought. I make assumptions on that one. All right. 12:30
Sure.
at night.
It's not like it's 5 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m. casting is rough. Let me tell you. Oh, 5 a.m. casting is it's a tough one. Meanwhile, though, for eSport, what do? They're like, yeah, it's all right. Let them push a little bit, take a tower or two if they need to. They didn't even take them at tower. We're just gonna make sure that we're ready when we have 5 people up. We can wait Roche or wait for our buybacks. As Dyer gets a Tormentor, okay. Desire gets the shard.
Not bad, actually. When there's going to be so many illusions and you heal more because you deal more damage to illusions, it's actually going to be him getting his full HP back in every fight with the Brain Sap.
Assuming he gets it off and doesn't get bursted down. A refresher up on the Pangolier.
No, a refresher orb on the Bristleback.
Ah, see? They're confusing our name.
Your mic lagged out quite a lot there, and I'm happy it did. I didn't wanna hear your explanation there.
I meant it like it. I meant you said that. There is a Swiftman on Shitsu. So he is keeping up with the damage. He's keeping up with the net worth department, which is insane for this point in the game.
Robotomo.
Meanwhile-
I'm gonna call you Robotomo from now on.
What, is it really that bad?
It's pretty Robotomo.
I don't know, it's right.
Why is it that bad? I don't know how to do a robot sound though. I'm gonna have to practice it. But yeah, it's pretty bad, and I think our production is using the. Okay, Otomo, say something. Okay, you're still Robotomo. Please, are you here to find Sarah Connor?
No. I'm not.
Okay, that's better.
It's better for that one word. As TeamTea stuck in their base, but getting a couple of items at least. As we mentioned, the Shiva's Guard now finished on the Beastmaster. Is going to amplify not just his damage, but also the damage from Shigetsu's Radiance. And Shigetsu, he's got a Demon Edge queued up. Is he thinking of disassembling the Radiance or something like that and trying to go
Yup,
for?
he did.
There
He
you
did. There's
go.
the rapier. Good Radiance. I want to smack you in the face and win the game. No, Warwick. No, no, no.
Well, there's Warwick dead. He's like,
I can't believe this, to be honest.
all right, but hey, one nice thing is that at least you won't be able to give the Radiant Illusions anymore to the Darks here.
Yeah, cool, cool. Let's see now what he can do with this rapier.
Oh, they're going to the back line.
He is
Trying to
going in the
catch.
back line, going for a snap fire, a couple of more hits. She's dead. Now it's a 4 versus 4. Now it's a fair fight. Cloud, he does have a refresher, so
Desire.
they're gonna keep him in with an Abyssal Blade, trying to get out. She gets it. There's the refresher
difference.
being used. Nice.
Can they kill
Caught
them
there
back?
on the difference. He needed a one extra stun. It just didn't happen. Shigetsu will use the Manta. No more ulti. Give us
Oh,
your
GG.
rapier. The GG was called. It's gonna be on the ground. And let's see if anybody will be taking it. Really not needed as Team T. They have called GG without Warwick. They missed him in that fight.
They missed him that game, honestly. Warwick, a little disconnected from the team, which is a little unusual considering how well they've been playing
else that works for them?
You can always ban out the Medusa, pick the gyro yourself, or take the Medusa if you want for Shigetsu. But again, I think he wants a Faceless Void. Or Medusa himself. Medusa himself is okay, also okay, actually.
Uh, what about like a Monkey King, Life Stealer? They did ban out the Faceless Void, so it's not gonna be coming through.
Do I get points for that? I've been talking about it for a
No,
while.
you don't. You don't. I think
mean,
it's a wasted ban.
Well, that's also if it's a ban. I mean, I feel like a ban is almost as good as a pick. You know, the ban means
I'm
that anything
kidding.
is
I'm
thinking the
kidding,
same.
Otomo. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Just don't come back in
Like-
time and kill me when I was little, and we'll be fine.
The world would be a much better place. I mean, anyway, Medusa is the hero I'm thinking about the most for both of these teams. I guess the TeamTea, they ban out the Sven, they pick the Weaver.
She gets a
okay.
Weaver. Let's go. This is a great one. The Tidehunter doesn't like playing versus the Weaver, especially not in the lane. Oh, I love it.
I like it too. It's something I've seen him play a little bit. He's very active with it. And it's also got built-in mana burn from the talent. It's not a lot, but you know, you take the talent, you take a diffuser, or even just the
Yeah, but
talent
what
by
it is,
itself,
like level 20 talent or something?
15. And there goes the Medusa. I've been looking at this whole draft. I get a point here, by the way. So it's really good against basically everything that TeamTea has, except the Weaver, who has a level 15 mana burn talent, by the way.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, I just checked
15.
it.
I play support Weaver, dude. Come on, don't.
Do you play it with Hive Mind or Skitter Step?
Of course, you play with Hive Mind. I mean, when you play Sports Weave, it has to be Hive Mind. You get that level 25 super fast.
I have to level 25. I have to find Otomo like 6 months ago when we were casting, and I asked him about the Hive Mind. He's like, no, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want it.
That was before they buffed it. It was like 4, 6, 8, 10. Now it's 4, 7, 10, 13. 13 EXP is insane.
It is. I agree. I'm just pulling your leg, Otomo. Take me through it. Who's going to the grand finals?
Man, I really like that pick on the Medusa. I think the Medusa was really good. I don't like the Weaver so much. I think eSpoiled. They got the better one on this one. You know, they don't have enough mana burn or enough sustained damage on TeamTea, and no hold as well without the Faceless Void. I'm gonna go with eSpoiled on this one. I'm switching. What about you? He's thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. To be honest, if these were 2 tier 1 teams, I'd definitely go for TeamTea.
Okay. But they're not, apparently.
They are not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna go for them. I'm still going to go for them. I think you cannot kill the egg in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love this Weaver last pick. You have burst damage to deal with the Lesh.
Oof, look at that. Even
So,
the
plus it's like Shigetsu Weaver, yeah, for sure. Like that's his best hero, has been his best hero for years now.
I mean,
So I'm gonna go for TeamTea.
I mean, they also have Desire on his Earthshaker, which is also really strong. Like, again, we haven't always seen the same games together. Like you say, Shigetsu Weaver, I'm like, who? But I've seen Desire Earthshaker is really strong. And Warwick is on a much more active hero this time around. The Queen of Pain is always going to be fighting compared to the Beastmaster. But on the other side, they have good team fight, right? They have the Leshrac, the Tide, the Medusa. They have Golem on top.
30 seconds to
I don't know. I think I'll stick to eSpoiled on this one. I don't mind being wrong.
Okay, makes sense. Well, with that being said, the TeamTea are in a smoke. He spoiled some of their heroes are in a smoke as well. Warwick trying to see if there's a ward. Now he's gonna know that there is one, but he's probably not gonna be 100% certain where it is.
You just have to take 2 sentries, both sides of the river, and hope for the best. So top lane is going to be the Phoenix Weaver versus the Tusk Tidehunter. So this is an interesting lane because the damage favors TeamTea, but if they go out of position as either the Phoenix or the Weaver, you know, you Shikuchi, you get caught, or mid dive, you die instantly. Like these two guys can bring you down with a lot of physical damage.
Yeah, but you are reducing their attack speed. You are putting a swarm on them. They're not going to be able to kill the swarm. They're not going to be able to attack that fast. I think this is a really, really good lane for Team T. Like level 1, maybe. You can catch Suneko off guard. That's it.
Overall, I don't think that Team T will die, but if they misplay, they could be very vulnerable. The mid lane is going to be the Leshrac versus the Queen of Pain. I think I favor the Leshrac a little bit in games overall. I just think this here brings a bit more impact than Quap, but Quap late game is of course also a beast.
It depends. In my mind, this is a Quap favored matchup though, throughout the game. But I do like Lesh more as a hero nowadays. I feel like he does do a lot. But I've seen so many games where he falls behind and doesn't do anything that it scares me sometimes.
I like the new Blink first build, right? You put on the Edict, you know, Pulse Nova, blink on someone, they just die very quickly.
I think no one started that one.
Someone had to start it.
Come on, back me up. You're supposed to say, yeah, probably I remember him or something along those lines.
No, just because you said no. I know. I was playing on the words. Meanwhile, bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower.
I don't think anyone's dying bottom. Bottom feels like the least killable lane right now. So
yeah, even the mid lane is more realistic to think that somebody's going to die.
Mr. Ellis walking in. Looks like he was thinking about dragging creep, so that's not going to be happening. As Warwick, level 3 to the level. Oh, he might kill the Leshrac actually. No, it's like Leshrac is going to be able to walk away in time. Same thing with Mr. Ellis as TeamTea having a very nice laning stage at the moment.
I think started off well. Look at Desire. He literally doesn't know what to do in this lane. He's like, my Beastmaster is gonna farm. I need my level 3 at least before I want to move around the map. As EP out by the Lesh, Warwick will smack him once more. That's gonna be a water rune each. Or then Warwick now goes in. He knows this guy doesn't have a TP. If he kills him, it's gonna be perfect pretty much. Even if he doesn't, it's looking pretty good. Is he bringing out a salve? Only tangos for the Lesh. We'll see if that's gonna be enough.
Warwick, he didn't get that deny, but he made sure that the Leshrac doesn't get it, and he is really struggling at the moment.
Shaker is rotating to the mid lane, but he was spotted by a ward, so he's gonna take that ward down.
And even still, like he knows that he's not doing too much for the Beastmaster, so I like what Desire is doing right there. That's something that he usually does anyway. Leaves his offlaner by himself and kind of rotates around the map, seeing what he can do. Level 1 though. No boots, Earthshaker, not a whole lot of value in his rotations, gotta say.
Yep. Maybe if he could block out difference and they get a kill, but they can't. And Warwick is doing well all on his lonesome, right? Look at that. Look at the difference in CS. That's not going to be changing anytime soon. He got 2 denied as well. Nice Fisher. TPN from the Warlock should be enough to dissuade the chase, but there's going to be you losing the flag bearer creep as well, which is a big hit to the economy of this already suffering Leshrac.
I'm hoping as the core starts, stacking around the map and things like that. Because bottom lane, Snowy seems okay. He doesn't really need help on this Medusa. He's got the most farm on his team anyway. And the whole map, in fact. So keeping him bottom with the Warlock doesn't seem like he's going to do too much. As Mr. Ellis on fire. I keep thinking that either he's hit by Bat Rider or Huskar or something to be on fire. But
Phoenix.
no, it's just or Phoenix.
And it doesn't suit the Tusk, right? Because he's supposed to be this guy who likes the cold.
Yeah. Cosmetics, man. I keep waiting for a day where we can have an option to tick off cosmetics. That would be the best.
Oh, so that you do not see the enemy cosmetics?
Exactly. You see, it's just the hero, base hero.
That's not gonna happen because that's the main revenue stream for Dota. There's no way, right? It would be like I'm going to a fancy party and nobody's gonna be. Somebody can click that they don't see your designer bag or something. That's never gonna happen, Ultimo.
I guess. I mean, I know that's not gonna happen. It's just that it's what I would like. He is destroying lane phase, but kill here goes a long way. Bring down Desire, but the CS of the cause is night and day different right now.
Sarah Connor must die. I agree, Ultimo.
Middle tower is under attack.
What is happening?
No, to be honest, you don't sound like a scary robot. You sound more like R2D2. Okay, next time I'm gonna ask you where's Anakin? Where's Anakin
Uh,
Otomo?
Wait, R2D2 is a small robot, right? The other one is a different thing, wasn't it?
Okay, R2D2. I got that. Makes sense.
Like this, maybe that's better by yourself. So because all the cores are happy, they're late, all the cores are just trying to find the best place to get them back. That might be in this bottom ruin.
Well, let's see. Stun. Who's gonna be getting it? It's gonna be a shield rune for Desire, but he is stuck. He's gonna be losing it immediately. Sonic Wave connects onto all three. They're all kind of healthy still. With Phoenix coming in, they want Difference dead. Should be able to take him out. Warwick,
Doesn't look healthy.
Blink ready. Goes forward. Morales thinking about escaping. That's not gonna be happening. Oh, just enough. There's no level 3 on the Shaker, so he couldn't stop him there with the Enchant Totem.
They also get a courier on top of that as well, so that's an extra 150 gold. But man, this poor Leshrac getting pretty much doubled in CS by Warwick, and Warwick's got what 14 denies. It is not looking like it's going to be Difference's game at the moment.
He's looking to go and farm into the jungle, it seems, with the Lesh. But to be honest, before you get your level 6, you're really not that good at farming the jungle. 2 points in Diabolic Edict, 2 points in Lightning Storm. You're gonna be killing camps very, very slow.
And it's not like he's close to 6 either. He's just hit 5. But now they're going for this.
Shigetsu.
Shrine.
Well, Soneko's gonna be stealing that one while Shigetsu keeps them at bay. Morales, he did get himself stuck. And he has absolutely no armor. He has to be careful. Fissure from afar. Now with the Sunray, Waste is going to be surviving through that one. Soneko, think about going forward. No reason to do so. They did steal the Wisdom Shrine. This is something that TeamTea have been doing really, really well in this series.
Yep, they got both Shrines of Wisdom in this game as well. I mean, for Warlock, you have the Black Grimoire. It's got 2 charges, but that's really not much when you're also level 3. Mr. Ellis is level 2. The Phoenix is 4. Desire is also 4. So level 2 to level 4. Pretty big difference.
Yeah, quite huge. Quite huge. Not gonna lie.
And you look at the net worth. The Leshrac is really struggling as well. He is ahead of the supports, but not by much.
So he's going to be going for the Diffusal on the Weaver. We usually don't see this, but versus a Medusa, it makes a lot of sense. And to be honest, I would love to see it more. Though he is going to be kind of squishy after he gets it. But what is he going to get later on? Maybe a Dragonlance? Is he, or a BKB? Like, what's the play? Or is it going to be classic Diffusal Manta?
I don't think Manta's that good in this game. Medusa split shot, Leshrac Nova, Tidehunter, Phoenix, Phoenix, Warlock. Like, there's so many AoE damage that your illusions are going to melt anyway. I'd rather he goes for like a BKB after.
Okay.
Or,
makes sense.
like you mentioned, I wouldn't mind him going for the Dragon Lance, Hurricane Pike into BKB. Like, the Fusel's all the damage you're going to need.
Okay, makes sense, really. Yeah, we're looking at these Esporled heroes. You just want to soften up the Medusa. The co-op can kill the other ones, I guess.
And even then, like, just once you also have the Diffusal with level 15 talent, that's 60 mana burned. That's pretty insane.
Oh, Warwick is gonna find the Lesh. Sonic Wave instantly gonna slow him down. Difference is going nowhere. He's gonna try to deny himself and not going to be happening. Warwick gets the kill. Pretty clean one. He's definitely showing up in this game considering what happened in the previous one. He needs a redemption arc.
No, the arc seems very complete already as it is, but Medusa is free farming. That is
They're going for Waste on top. Let's see if they can kill this Tide. Maybe force him to use the Ravage. No, they can't kill him. They cannot force the Ravage, but they did force him to skill the Ravage. Of course, they don't know that, but are still should be happy.
This is scary. The way the difference isn't having any impact on the Leshrac. He's going Kaya first, not Blink, so he wants to farm. This is a very bold decision. And Snow is actually showing up to defend towers.
Yeah, meanwhile, bottom, they did catch Desire. Oh, okay, that's nice. Difference is going to be getting a kill, much needed one. They're even going to be bringing in Waste to protect this mid lane. Much needed, but that just means that the Weaver will be targeting your top tier one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And he's going to be doing quite a decent amount of damage to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like, yeah, sure, he doesn't have a death, so he's only level 8. But if no one comes out to defend, he can bring it down eventually. Even goes forward to cut the creeps, make sure they don't go near the tower and defend it.
Is under attack.
What are we looking at in terms of the Tide Hunter? Tide Hunter's item build is gonna be a big, phase boots for now.
Radiant are
So it's either gonna be Vlad's or the Blink
Radiant's
Dagger.
top tower is under attack.
Well,
Radiant's top tower.
I feel like he's gonna need a Blink Dagger, to be honest with you. In
Who,
this
Tide?
game, yeah,
or Lesh.
both, but Tide definitely for next one, because if he goes for Vlad's, it helps you tank, but you need someone to start these fights for your team. And I think no one else can do it for eSpoiled besides the Tide Hunter.
I don't know, man. He jumps in with that blink. I think he's just gonna die. I don't
As-
have
oh.
much confidence. They also did bring down difference as the core is in so much trouble. Gonna take him out. Nice deny from Snowy. At least something to lift up the morale, but this is not looking good. Can we get net worth on the screen?
Attack.
It's 5-5 for the Weaver.
Yes, R2D2. Yes, yes. Keep controlling our ship. Fix the Millennium Falcon as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hopefully, Optimo's internet stops acting up.
I don't know why it's doing it today. The meantime, he foiled this level 4 Tusk, this level 5 block is causing a lot of problems. World need the buff he needs to, because you really need your sports to bring something. Oh, that's a nice stack. Okay, let's take that.
They're gonna be getting the stack here. Let's see who's gonna be getting the most of that CS. Not the Tide Hunter. It actually goes towards difference. His Kaya isn't really a game-changing item. Yeah, it's gonna help you farm. Meanwhile, it was like bottom lane Shigetsu is thinking about fighting. He has the Diffusal Blade, so running down a hero is really not that hard for the for Weaver at this moment in time, especially with none of the tier 1s being up for eSpoiled. Look at how hard it is for them to move around the map.
Shigetsu does have that 7 strength talent at level 10. That goes a long way towards tanking you up on a Weaver.
Under attack.
You're talking about like what he needs to go after Diffusal to survive. Just level 10 is a big power spike for the hero. You remember this talent used to give 9 strength at one point?
Radiant's
That was
bottom
pretty nice.
tower is under attack.
Well,
The good old days.
the
Warwick-
good old days.
The good old days. Yes, Blade Mail, finish of work. Oh! Snowy! The mana's gone, baby.
Yeah, none of it exists any longer. Sonic,
Oh.
nice save with the snowball. Might actually keep him alive. No, they're pulling them into an egg. Now
Can
they're
you get
gonna
the
try
egg?
to bring that egg down, and they're not gonna be able to do it. Yes, Pops, this is gonna be a disaster. They do have the Ravage. Let's see if they can use it for anything. As the core dropping down, it's gonna be a double kill for him.
Oh.
Roar onto the Tide Hunter. You don't want to use the Ravage now because it's just gonna be used for absolutely nothing. Weaver goes through him there with the Shikuchi, gets the kill. What a clean fight for the side of TeamTea. Oh, and immediately top for the Lash. Difference is in so much trouble. He's gonna get the stun off, but it doesn't matter. The attack from the Weaver is still gonna fly out and get the kill for Shigetsu, who now has a double. Every part of the map belongs to TeamTea.
They did kill Desire. At least Difference was able to just run up to him, kill him with an edict. That was nice for them. But mid lane, losing the Medusa like that. No Golem, no Ravage was even used in that fight, which I find very interesting. And of course, the egg was one hit away. Close for eSpoiled, but these small things, these small losses continuously have led to a 7,000 gold lead for TeamTea.
Yep, and the Medusa, who cannot find anywhere to farm the Weaver, just annoying her right now. He has his ulti, and he's not really afraid to die. He took away all of her mana and forced out 3 heroes to come and assist. This is just impossible for eSpoiled to play against. Like, what do you even do?
They are going Blink Dagger on the Tide Hunter. So they do feel like if he can just jump in, get a good big Ravage, put Golem on top with the Medusa, you have the damage for it. 8,000 gold behind is a big deal, for sure, but it's not impossible with the team fight they have, as Medusa is out of mana again.
Yeah, he's dying. One more hit. Shigetsu, that's a solo kill. And the Tusk is coming for him. I think Shigetsu is just going to turn around and smack him in the face. And he decides to run away. No reason to stay here. There's 3 heroes. Meanwhile, that does leave Waste alone on the bottom lane. This is
Oh.
This is a straight up disaster. Quap is coming towards the top lane. They're not gonna be waiting for the Weaver any longer. Meanwhile, Waste is being targeted on the bottom lane. Cloud does have his Helm of the Overlord, but Tide is a bit too tanky at the moment to be focusing on him, especially when you don't have a Swarm with you.
It's going to be Hurricane Pike for the Weaver. We were talking about getting him to be a bit more durable. This helps him out a lot. And Phoenix wants to go for mech. Not something we see on this hero very often. He's actually got... Might be going Greaves as well. Arcane Boots into mech. But the durability for the team, it's quite nice when the enemy team doesn't have that much damage early on.
Yeah, they've got no damage at the moment. All of it is AoE as well. Makes the mech a perfect thing. Snowy gonna get annoyed by the Phoenix there a little bit. They've got the roar. If they want to go forward, gets close. Heals are there. Don't really help the Medusa for the time because he's missing mana. Like, give me a mango. I don't want your Shadow Word.
Shigitsu is also sort of using Shikushi to get there on time, but it's like, oh yeah, no real need for me to be there.
They are walking into the pit, and there is a ward there, a really nicely placed one for eSpoiled, so they know about this. Now the question is, can they get there? If you would get there and have a huge team fight, that's your way back into the game, but it looks pretty hard. They don't have the blink on the Tide Hunter just yet.
Yeah, there you go. He does have it now, but
it's not delivered.
Yeah, Roshan's gone. No,
That's
time
gone
for them.
Macuse, Shigetsu has the Aegis. Are they gonna go for this fight? Roar instantly, Golem being dropped. Ravage as well.
Ravage.
They're doing nothing. They're just dying. All of them are dead. You don't have any of your spells. They're not going to know roughly where the Medusa is at because the snake was going towards him. The egg will pop. Of course, nobody around to do anything. They see Snow. He used the Manta. That means now with the Diffusal Blade, they're going to be able to slow him down, but they have no stun. Oh, scratch that. The Zarya is going to find an angle to get him down. Shigetsu gets a double. eSpoiled. Completely helpless in this game. I don't know if this is even playable any longer.
Like, they walk into there. They throw a Ravage, which was actually pretty good. Hits multiple people, but the Leshrac dies instantly. Even with the Golem, it doesn't matter. Like, the numbers, right? TeamTea, they're not full health. They did take a lot of damage in that fight, but it's just nowhere near enough.
And they take down a tier 2 10 seconds before the glyph refreshes. So pretty much everything is working for TeamTea, and consequently, nothing for eSpoiled.
80% chance for TeamTea right now, and you have to sit and think, like, what exactly needs to happen for eSpoiled to win a fight? Because that Roche situation was not bad. It was a good Ravage. It was a good Golem as well. Oh, and there goes the extra mana break. 60 mana burned per hit from the Weaver on the Medusa.
And that's a lot. Now that's a lot, and he's getting a lot of hits in.
And by the way, that 60 mana, each mana burn is also a point of damage as well. So you're also doing an extra 120 damage and 120 mana burned.
Radiant are scanning.
Things are looking pretty grim for eSpoiled. Let's see if they can find a way back into this game. Any kind of fight, anything to go their way. Shigetsu is showing bottom lane with the Aegis. He's just gonna be running into different seas. Morales.
Warlock.
Yeah, turns back time. There's the fissure. Goodbye.
Mr.
For more. They're annoying Waste as well. Morales is dead. Waste trying to run away. He's being smacked by this ancient granite golem. And that bottom tier 2 is gonna be in trouble.
Middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
as the core, he can see the
Kill the courier.
Kill the courier, buddy. You can
is he
do
doing?
it.
What is he doing? Is he...
He's waiting.
He's waiting
That's
for the
it?
courier to leave so that he cannot kill it.
And now it's going to, when it reaches the Beastmaster, it's going to give him his Pipe of Insight, which is going
Yeah.
to go.
Bottom tower is under
That's Pulse Nova not doing any damage. Ravage, Fatal Bonds. Not sure why we didn't just kill the courier straight up, to be honest with you. That's going to be the Grand Golem. Look at this Weaver, by the way. 26,000 health.
He just goes in. Snowy, where's your
2600.
mana? What's happening to your mana? Oh, it's being burnt? Well, that's what I'm for. Shigetsu pops the time lapse. Continues with the push. No Manta on the Medusa. Let's see. Blink Dagger on the Tide. Blink Dagger on the Lash. Now or never. They need to make a difference.
They also have the Golem available as well. Can they jump on maybe Cloud? There we go.
Into the back lines. Let's see what they'll find. They're going to be bringing down the Phoenix. No, he survived. No way he didn't get the egg off. Could have done it. Sonic Wave. Huge
Oh,
Echo
that
Slam as
goal.
well. You're going to lose 3 of your heroes. It does look pretty grim for them. They won't be able to finish off the tide, that scream, just not being there in time. But the lane of Rax will be theirs, and possibly the mid lane tier 2 as well. Right afterwards, Shigetsu is running forward. He knows there's nothing they can do to stop him. He still has an Aegis for another minute as well. GG. Yep,
GG's
it's
called.
over.
There
It's
you
over.
go.
20 minutes for Team T. They definitely were the better team today. I have a bit of a problem with this team when they are not crushing it, when they're not stomping you, but boy, are they good at stomping you.
And Snowy, that last fight, he didn't even have Stone Case. He never leveled up his ultimate. Bit interesting when your team is going to these big team fights not to have a Medusa ultimate available. But in the end, I mean, they just played perfectly. I love the itemization coming out from them. Diffusal Weaver. He's like, yeah, just burn mana on the Medusa. That's all I care about. We see the Beastmaster going for Pipe. He's like, all right, it's a Luxrack. I just want to get rid of the Pike. Warwick, standard items with the blade mail, but Arc and Greaves on Phoenix. Not Greaves, sorry. Mech into Holy Locket. He's thinking, okay, the enemy team's got some damage issues. A Mech and a Holy Locket on the Phoenix will go a long way towards just removing whatever damage they can do. So, perfect itemization and just perfect play for Team T.
Pretty much. With that being said, they are going to be our second finalists. They are going to be facing off versus Runa team tomorrow in the grand finals. That is going to be played from the 13 CEST. Follow the Wikipedia page, follow our social media to see if maybe there's some changes, because there have been a lot of problems with scheduling recently. But tomorrow, that best of 5 is going to be quite fun. So, Otomo, what do you reckon? Has Team T gotten good enough to beat Runa?
I think it's Runa team will probably take that one, but it looks like it's very hard to count out Team T when they're on a roll. But they've been on a roll today. Maybe they'll be on another roll tomorrow. I like what Runa has been doing more. I think they're the more aggressive team.
Thank you, R2D2. Thank you. I like that. You explained everything to us. Don't be sad, Otomo. When I see your sad face, I get sad myself. Don't do it. That's the face that we want to see. Serious, ready for battle.
Happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. So, as you mentioned, tomorrow, best of 5, starting at 13 CEST. Otomo, thank you for being with me. Thank you for fixing all of the ships. Definitely the hyper jump into, or the jump into hyperspace. That thing that helped us a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But thank you all for tuning in, by the way. All this is it's only worth it if you guys are watching. It's also thanks to all the teams that competed, even especially the ones who have already been eliminated. You guys came in, gave us something to watch, something to talk about. We want to thank CCT as well. We are done, me and Harry. There's going to be a couple of other casters who are going to take you to tomorrow through the finals. But we're going to see you guys in the next CCT. I'm Otomo. This is Harry and Foreign Perhaps Production. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Magic is an abomination.